Hi, everyone. This is Christine Thompson again with Baird and Warner. Thanks for watching my series where I'm just introducing you to different aspects of services I provide for my clients to help them whether they're buying or selling. And today I have my favorite contractor with me, Kemal Akman from Imagine Construction. And I'm going to say I even personally used him in my own home. You might have seen some posts on Facebook or anywhere in social media to see a little bit of the magic that he did in my house. But I thought it would be helpful for you all just to meet him and hear about things that he can do and things that I ask him to help clients out with. And it might raise some questions in your mind about things you should be thinking about your house when you're getting it ready to put on the market, or maybe after you purchased it and want to do some work in it. So Kemal, thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for inviting me.
I appreciate it. Kemal, you've been working a long time in this business though, right?
Yeah, it's almost 18 years.
Yeah, long time in the Naperville western suburb area. But I'm going to ask you one question because there's tons of contractors out there and they can do all kinds of work around the house. What would you say makes you stand apart from other contractors? If somebody asked you, why should I hire you instead of somebody else? I know my answer, but I want to see what you say.
No, actually, I can tell how my customers tells me how they happy with us, and we never say no to the customers. Whatever they want, we always say yes. We create the solution for the problems, and actually, in our job, no problems. We help them as much as possible.
Give me an example of that. I mean, if you want to use my own house, even you can. But give an example of where there might have been a situation where a homeowner was in a little bit of a conundrum and something wasn't right there, and it might have kept them from making the house as sellable, and how you were able to come up with a solution.
For example, the last customer, we did hold their kitchen. Actually, we paint their cabinets and refinish the cabinets, the kitchen cabinets, and she wants to do the farm sink. And some of the contractor says, oh, you have to change the cabinet, the sink base cabinet. Some of them says, hey, we can install the farm sink, but you have to order a new door, something like that. And I said, no.
So it was snowballing, and they were saying you're going to have to spend all this money on other things to get the farm sink.
Yeah. And what we did, we modified the cabinets, and we modified the doors, the cabinet doors. The cabinet doors was a little bit longer, and we cut it, we assemble again, and turned out very good. And they save tons of money to change the cabinet or order new doors, special order doors, and that kind of stuff. I mean.
So you came up with a solution that actually saved them money to still get the same result.
Exactly.
Nice.
And even it's a different style door, and even maybe we're gonna have hard time to order the new one. And but we did it, we fixed it, and they are happy.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Well, I know that from my project. You definitely came up with multiple solutions for issues in my older house. So it was great. And that's why I'd love to, introduce you to people just so that way they can at least get advice from a very, very good contractor. What are typical things that you find in homes when they're hiring you that doesn't cost as much as they think it would to improve their home inside, to freshen it up?
Nowadays, when people move in and they don't want to do any construction in their house, and they want all like a fresh paint and nice kitchen and bathroom
Yeah.
and clean. Even the maybe not the brand new cabinet, but we do the refinishing, and we get very nice results, and customers are happy, and it makes like a whole kitchen different when we paint the cabinet,
Yeah.
and very less cost to replace the whole cabinet, and definitely the bathrooms and needs the new tile work nowadays. It's marbles are expensive, but there are ceramic tiles looks like a marble, and they don't have to spend for marble like a $20-$30 per square feet. The same, you can't even notice that it's a marble or regular ceramic tile. They can spend like a $5-$6 per square feet.
Nice. So do you help your clients find, the resources where to pick the stuff, and, being a contractor, are you able to help them keep those costs down?
Exactly. I mean, personally, I have too many vendors, the tiles, the electronic stuff, the appliances, and I have a bunch of vendors, and I have a contractor discount too. And my main job is the construction. I don't have to have a profit from the kitchen cabinet or the refrigerator or the tile. And I like to give my discount directly to customers, and
That's great.
as much as possible, I help them. And nowadays everything's tight, and all the pandemic stuff, and people remodel their house because they are more right now in the house. They are working in the house, and they see a bunch of things they need to remodel.
Yeah, no kidding.
They don't want to spend money a lot. As much as possible, I'm using my contractors, my vendors to help the customers.
Yeah. One thing, I'm going to jump in and say something about you, that the reason, one of the reasons that I hired you, Kemal, for my house is because I went through probably like 5 contractors getting estimates. I don't know if you knew that. I went through a lot. I did. You might believe it. But I went through a lot of contractors to get estimates and compare apples to apples. And for those of you listening, the reason I really like Kemal is because he's open book, and he gave me a breakdown. You gave me a breakdown on all the costs, for the room, for the trim, for the doors, and all the other contractors, they were just giving me these lump sum numbers. And I didn't know what the cost was for the materials or the cost for the labor. I didn't know. So with you, I had a very, very clear understanding on where are all the dollars going.
Yeah, thank you.
It was really helpful.
Yeah, I like to do all the details, and I don't want to hide anything from customer. I don't like to give hey, this is the kitchen project, let me say $20,000. I like to do every detail, and even the one outlet when I install, how much the customer pays, and I want them to know. Yeah. And then everything's clear. And since 18 years, I didn't have any problem with any customers. And hey, even they add stuff, they take it out stuff, they know how much if they add a couple outlets, how much they're gonna cost for them. They know everything.
I did. I mean, all of you listening, I probably went through I don't know how many rounds, Kemal, where I said, well, how about if I want to add this in or take this out? And we just kept changing the numbers, but you were extremely patient with me going the rounds on that. And my husband was ready to give up. Are we going to do this project or not? I'm like, I want to get all the numbers in line, but you were incredibly patient with that whole process. But I believe that really helped out moving forward. So whenever I came through the house and said, could you add this or that? I knew I'm adding that to the cost. So you had to come back and say, well, we got to revise some numbers. There was no surprises.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it was a great experience. So I
Also,
appreciate you helping with that.
I want to tell you one more thing for your clients, and when they pick the contractor, they have to make sure the contractor has their license, their insurance, and workers' comp, and those are the most important things, I think, to pick the contractor. Actually, it's the first step. Ask the contractor, hey, do you have license? Do you have insurance? Do you have bonds? Do you have like a workers' comp? And otherwise, if the workers had an accident inside the house, break their arms, or something's happened bad, and any accident, they're gonna be reliable. And also, I want to say, a couple days ago, I got my EPA license, and now we can definitely work older house, and we know how to remove the lead paint and
oh wow,
that kind
so
of
you're
stuff.
certified and allowed to do that. That's great. Good for you. Yeah. I wanted to, you know, very good point about making sure a contractor is licensed and has workman comp and all that. Would you say that's number one? But another thing that would be important is that the contractor knows how to work with the building department should permits be needed.
Actually, definitely each job you have to get a permit, and this is the requirement. And of course, sometimes we skip some process if it's a small job, and nobody wants to pull permit.
Yeah.
And
if you find it helpful, like if you understand
extra cost. But even some of my customers doesn't want permit, and hello?
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. Yeah.
Hello?
I'm here. Can you hear
me? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're breaking up a little.
Yeah. Can you hear me? I didn't hear the question.
Well, I was just going to say, you know, do you find it useful that, you know, you kind of can anticipate how the building department people run it and what they expect and all that, so you can help your client anticipate, hey, if you bring them in here, they might call this out or that out, or help them get the permits?
You know, the building department's not going to help, basically.
That's what I'm saying. Can you help them anticipate, hey, if you bring them in here?
Yeah, I mean, the contractor has to know all the codes, every details, and prepare the paperwork. And some contractor says, hey, go get your permit, then I can work inside. We don't do that. And customer doesn't know any electric, any plumbing, and they're not familiar to fill up the forms. It's going to be so painful for them. And,
so you can do that for them?
I do all permits for each customer myself, actually, and
awesome.
I'm going city, apply it, and they don't do anything. The customers are happy, comfortable, and I take care of all the permit stuff too.
Yes, I know, because you did for me. Well, Kemal, I appreciate your time. I know that you're literally sitting in your work van at a customer's house, taking a little break to talk to me. So I know you're really busy, and I'm glad that you are. And I appreciate all your time. You did a fabulous job on my house. Anybody that's watching this, if you want any pictures of results that Kemal did in my own home, I'm happy to share that on Facebook. I can send some more. And you've got his information right here on the screen. If you need to get an estimate or just want to pick Kemal's brain about ideas or things you need to be thinking about for fixing up in your own home, or maybe a home you're considering buying, Kemal's really nice and he'll take your call. Right, Kemal?
Yes, and actually we do, if your client wants to buy a house and they want me to go there and give them ideas or check the house, or how much it's going to cost to remodel their kitchen, bathroom, or whatever they want to remodel. and it's free of charge. I mean, we don't charge anything for the service.
That's great.
We can go with them and see
I
their house,
appreciate that.
future house.
I appreciate that. That's why I've been calling you. So,
No problem.
so everyone, Kemal Akman with Imagine Construction. He's awesome. And I hope you got some good initial information about things to think about. If you have more questions, give Kemal a call, or you can give me a call, or you can text either of us, or just DM me and I'll reach out to Kemal for you. Okay. So all of you, thank you for watching. Be sure to share and like this series and let other people know about it. Give us a big heart while you're watching, and stay tuned for more shows. You all have a great day. Thanks for watching.